Hey, knoptop here, and I'm in Final Cut Pro X, and this is the video I just made about the SmartShoe, my little idea that I had for these external monitors and mics. And something I didn't mention in that episode is that with the idea or the concept of this SmartShoe, not only would it allow you to power your camera with the battery on the external and the external onto the camera, but it would also communicate. So when you plug in a smart mic, the camera would know what kind of mic it is, and it could make special adjustments for that specific mic. It'd be amazing. It's the way it's gonna go. It's got to. Mark my word. But anyways, I wanted to show you the little trick I did. If you watch this, let me just play it here, and you'll see the little shimmer that happens. Wait for it.
It's time for an upgrade, and I have a feeling it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be called the SmartShoe. So this is my theory.
All right, that little shimmer is pretty easy. I'm sure there's lots of ways you could do this. I'm going to mute it for a second. The way I did it, if you see here, it kind of does that. It has a little second gleam. Bling. Really easy. Let me explain. Let me double click because this is a nested sequence there. I think I have more. Yeah, I have a couple. What I have here are some layers of some Photoshop files. I made 2 Photoshop files. Let's just jump over to Photoshop and I'll show you what those are. These are the 2 files. This is SmartShoe 1, SmartShoe 2, and you see the color change. And this is the actual Photoshop. Well, this is one of them. This is it. There it is. This is the Photoshop file. I was just going in. I was trying to make it look high tech, so I added like a circuit board. And you can see this is just what it looked like. I put that down, put an overlay effect on it. Pow, pow, pow. That was too much. Bring it back. Bring it back. There's a little shadow. Make it look real. And I save those 2 files, so I have one that's a little bit gold, one that's a little bit more of a green. And then jumping back into our editor, what I did was just do a simple wipe transition. Yes, a wipe transition. Right here it is. And Final Cut offers some unique wipe transition options compared to Premiere. And I'm jumping back and forth with these editing software. I haven't decided which one I like more. And I'm paying for Adobe, so I'm going to just keep using it if I can. But for this, I wanted to edit it in Final Cut, and you can see here for wipes in Final Cut, you can do feathering, and that's what we have here. We have a feather, and what it's doing is it's actually, if I go through, I'm going to just turn these off. Those should be off, right? Let me see if I know what I'm doing. There it is. Those are turned off. So now what you'll see here is it's just a simple wipe. It goes from gold, and it should go to green. There it goes. It went to green. My computer's a little bit slow. Right there. So you see that. Now, in order to get that shimmer, the one above this, and if we look right here on the bottom left of the video here, we'll bring that back. All right. All this layer is right here is a duplicate of the very bottom layer. So it's going from the original, wipe it to the green, and then another wipe overlaying it that makes it go right back to the gold. So what it does is it gives it like that shimmer look. Right there, you see that? And then I just did it again to add a little bit more of a sheen to it, and it also matched the audio a little better that I had for the sound effect. And then so it plays like that, and then another one follows it up. Oh, I turned those off so you don't see them. And it would look like this. So really, when you know what to look for, you'll see the wipe. It's just a downward angle. Isn't that kind of cool? And because Final Cut allows you to do this edge treatment and really make the feathering on the wipe really good, I guess really soft is what I want to say. Because you can do that, it just really adds to the effect. And this took a couple minutes to set up, and I'm sure there's other ways you could do in masking and taking it over to Adobe After Effects, or in this I could use motion, but I just wanted to make a quick little effect. Now, the other thing I did on my layer here, since it's nested, now I have the ability to zoom in, so I did this soft zoom. Sorry, I did this soft focus effect, this Gaussian blur, so it goes from really blurry, so it kind of looks like it's out of focus, and it comes into focus, and that landing zoom. So I wanted to give it a little bit of motion, because at first glance you kind of see this and you think it might be a video. Just a still. And that effect right there is another effect in Final Cut, which is Dazzle. And this Dazzle effect puts these little stars here. I just dropped that on and ramped it up, key pointed it, and you can see here if we show animation. There's our points right here. So bling, bling. And you can see those little glimmers in the background. Anyways, I wanted to show you that little effect and how it's done one way. I would say the long way, the hard way, the slow way, the wrong way maybe even. But it got the job done, didn't it? So yeah, don't underestimate the power of a cool transition. And the cool thing about photos, like this is a still image, there's a lot of really neat transition in all the editors, not just Final Cut or Premiere, but Sony Vegas, HitFilm, and all those other ones. They have different options, and these are some custom ones that I downloaded from the internet. And you can get some cool effects when you're just transitioning stills like this, if you want to. Random side note, if you are editing in Final Cut and you're a Premiere editor, I was curious, I didn't have any information about an adjustment layer, but if you look right here, I have an adjustment layer. I found a place, I did a quick Google search, you can download templates and stuff like that, and one of them is this adjustment layer. So I have this video effect on here, so for all of my on-screen, that's what it actually looked like. And then that's what I colored it. And I put my titles above that. That's something to always look out for when you have adjustment layers. If you want your colors for your titles to look the same, keep it above that adjustment layer. But that just saved me a lot more time, and I have a slower computer, so putting this color grade on all my footage really slowed things down, even though I'm editing in proxy. And look how smooth that is when you're in proxy. Like, it is so fast. But anyways, I just wanted to show that little effect. Thanks for watching. Knoptop, go make something.